Hey guys, Marcus Catkin from Blindside Football. Here to recap last night's Dolphins-Jets game. Let's start over in the Jets side first. I found this really odd. Geno Smith gets the start over Michael Vick and hands the ball off 45 times and only throws the ball 13 times. I hate to break it to the Jets, but if that's the game plan you're going with, Michael Vick could have done that just as well. I mean, I could have sat there and handed the ball off as much as Geno Smith did last night. Not sure what they were really trying to accomplish by getting him in the game and running the ball so much and having him have so few pass attempts. But hey, it worked. They won the game. Just very surprising. Be very interesting to see moving forward. Chris Johnson cracks 100 yards rushing, but I still think Chris Ivory is the running back you want to own for the Jets. Of course, if they're going to run the ball 40 times a game, maybe Johnson starts to become flex-worthy again, but for now, I'm staying away. Personally, I think that heading into the fantasy playoffs now, no Jets player should see any fantasy lineup. You made it to the fantasy playoffs for a reason, and you know what? You did it without a New York Jet on your team. That's for sure. And hey, like I said, Geno Smith only threw the ball 13 times. Anytime you only throw the ball 13 times, nobody in the receiving game is going to have any fantasy relevancy. Moving over to the Dolphins side, Lamar Miller kind of salvages his day for you with a touchdown. And Mike Wallace, 6 for 69 receiving. Jarvis Landry, 8 for 68 receiving. Both of them had 11 targets. For me, I still want to own Landry over Wallace. Just seems to be the more consistent receiver, and lately has been the better receiver, especially in PPR. Just much more consistent, pulling in more catches, and typically has been getting more yards than Wallace. And finally, Deion Sims filling in for an injured Charles Clay. This was an excellent matchup for the Dolphins tight ends, and Deion Sims kind of proved it here. 4 catches for 58 yards. But both of these teams, not a lot of fantasy relevancy. Even moving forward, obviously Lamar Miller, and maybe to a point Jarvis Landry and Mike Wallace, and maybe Charles Clay when he sees the field again, but nothing for me on the Jets side, and like I said, very little on the Dolphins side. Don't forget to subscribe below for my daily fantasy updates, and follow me on Twitter @MarcusCatkin.